People really wouldn't have recognised anything was happening. There was a big, front. We were the ideal family. We lived in a nice, place, big house.
Before we'd actually got married, he was a wonderful guy. You know, you couldn't ask for a better guy, really charming, and would cook and take you out for a meal and things like that. And then as soon as we got married, it was the running joke in the house was how many mops and brooms could he break, because he'd just smash them up when he had the hump.
When I was in an abusive relationship, absolutely nobody knew anything was wrong. And if anybody ever questioned anything that I had said or my ex-partner had said, I would more than try and distance myself from them or try and cut them off, or my ex would cut them off. As in he would tell me that, they don't like us, they don't like you, they talk about you behind your back, so I would distance myself from them.
He would always be angry for something, for some reason, so he could come home and he would just shout abuse at everyone for no reason. They could be sitting in the living room talking, he came home and everybody would have to be quiet.
Once there was a big fight. I'm not sure why the fight started, but my dad was hitting my mum, and then my mum went and in the same bed what I sleep in with me, and I hugged her, and then I closed my eyes, and then my dad got out of bed and pulled my mum's leg, and she fell off my bed.
Verbal abuse was constant. You're fat, you're lazy, you're stupid.
I am bad cooker, I am bad mother, bad woman, all the time bad. It's my fault. Why he punched me.
His attitude, and he said to me that the children should be scared of their parents, so therefore that they'll listen to us and they'll do what we tell them. So I couldn't cuddle them, or if they needed comfort, it was a case of saying to them, stop crying, you're not allowed to cry. And if I was to tell them that I loved them, it was a case of at night time, when it was just me and them, when I was reading them a story, I'd have to whisper it to them so that my ex wouldn't hear.
We would always be worried, one false move, we could say something wrong, we don't know what he would do, and if we misbehaved, it would either be we could be chased or something worse. At dinner times it was probably the worst. You wouldn't be allowed to go to the toilet. Dinner would be thrown over you.
Felt very scared because I knew he could do anything he wants. And every time my mum was having a shower or I was having a shower, she always came in with me and she locked the door so he doesn't do anything crazy.
I just want all the time. I tried to leave him, but I don't have the money. He doesn't have the money. He keep the money.
He affected the children, and it's hard because in one respect I feel it's my fault because I stayed so long. And my eldest did say that to me. If I hadn't stayed so long, then things would have been better and she would have had a better childhood.
Eventually, a relative of mine recognised his behaviour was abusive, but that was after about 10 years.
Psychiatric nurse was the catalyst. She was the one that helped me to realise there was a huge problem and I needed to get out, otherwise it was going to kill me.
When my mum left him completely, we had to leave pets, cats. We did. and that was when we were going to the refuge for the first time.
The children's service helped me to recover from domestic abuse by staying with me and giving me emotional support in the months that followed us leaving. Because while our physical, safety and our financial stability had gradually come back, in great part thanks to the Women's Aid's help, I still hadn't dealt with the emotional damage that had been dealt by the domestic abuse situation.
My Women's Aid support worker was a massive support for me because she was very down to earth, very bubbly, very normal. She never once judged me, and she understood absolutely everything. And she made me feel like I was speaking to a friend, or almost closer than a friend, because a lot of friends didn't really understand. She just knew what I was going through, and it was very easy to open up to her.
CEDAR helped by sort of facilitating a really great sort of space where everybody felt really safe to share. Nobody was judging other people's experiences. You were all kind of like this tight-knit group of people. It was a really good experience, and it was very safe, and it was a great environment to share difficult experiences in.
CEDAR's helped me because I used to bottle up my feelings, and I used to put them out on the wrong people. I would shout at my parents, my siblings. So thanks to CEDAR, I'm able to tell my emotions, and I'm getting better at it.
I got some support from the children's services. I felt more confident and more safe.
So we talked through the leaflet, and I couldn't believe how much of our relationship I never knew he heard anything. I never thought he saw anything. I totally thought he was in a bubble and thought we were the happiest couple and the happiest family in the world. And he told me at the end of it that he was going to be a police officer so that he could help people like his mum and look after them. And I knew that he was ready to speak to people. After his first day at CEDAR, he says, "Mum, I had group today and it was great. I love group." And I said, "That's fantastic." He says, "We talked about our feelings and our emotions." He was so excited and he was so happy.
The lady who talked with me, she was so kind. She taught me how to see signs of, potential abuse in relationships, which reassured me, because I'd been afraid that I would never have a healthy relationship in the future because I didn't know how to tell.
We now go to CEDAR and have received lots and lots of help. My children love the groups, and the staff are amazing, and it's helped so much being able to talk to people. You're normal, and these things happen every day to different people. Abuse happens, and it's happening right now.